Hello and welcome to ILTV's Israel Daily. I'm Aaron Porras, and coming up in today's newscast, Israeli Memorial Day, or Yom Hazikaron, beginning tonight. Meanwhile, we speak with Jacob Mermelstein, father of fallen IDF soldier, naval captain Harel Mermelstein, zichrono levracha. And finally, Asael Shabo, terror victim, Paralympic athlete, and torchlighter for this year's Independence Day, likewise joining us with his story. Yom Hazikaron, or Israeli Remembrance Day, starting tonight at sundown and falling exactly 1 week after Holocaust Memorial Day, it caps Israel's most solemn period of the year, immediately after which Israeli Independence Day is celebrated, reminding citizens to appreciate what the sacrifices were tragically made for. Flags lowered to half-mast, families heading to the cemeteries, and ceremonies held all across the country for Israeli Remembrance Day, or Yom Hazikaron. The day lasting from one sundown to the next in honor of the tens of thousands of soldiers and service members who lost their lives in efforts to establish and later to defend this country. Likewise, the day memorializing the thousands more victims of terror in Israel, including 15 Israelis murdered by Palestinian and ISIS extremists in just the last 6 weeks alone, and one of whom killed while shielding his fiancée in Ariel earlier this week. Meanwhile, similarly to Holocaust Remembrance Day, the event's opening with sirens, a 1-minute siren at 8 p.m. tonight, and then a 2-minute siren at 11 a.m. tomorrow. The whole country observing the sirens with a silent standstill from within office buildings to drivers on the highway. To date, according to the Israeli official registry, some 24,068 soldiers have been killed while in active duty. And already starting from earlier this afternoon, all their names, as well as the operations they took part in, will be broadcast in sequence on Israeli Channel 26. Then, since 1948, 3,190 people murdered in terror attacks, including foreigners killed by Palestinian terrorists while in Israel or the territories, 18 Israelis killed in terror attacks abroad that specifically targeted Israelis, and 3 American diplomats killed in Gaza. Now, as for those who intend to participate in the varied ceremonies, there will be massive online events held in parallel to the state, one of which hosted by the Masa organization. It'll be starting at 8 p.m., and some 400,000 people in communities around the world are expected to attend, making it one of the largest, if not the largest, commemorative virtual events on Earth. The official state-sponsored ceremony, meanwhile, beginning at 8 p.m. tonight as well, but on Mount Herzl, and it'll be live cast online as well as on television by Kan Channel 11. Now, with Memorial Day upon us, we highlight just one of the thousands of Israelis who've been taken from this world too soon. Joining me is father of fallen soldier, Captain Harel Mermelstein, zichrono levracha, Yaakov Mermelstein. Yaakov, your son was tragically killed at 23 years old when he was ambushed by a terror cell in 2002. His naval unit was out looking for a Hamas terrorist who was reportedly planning a double suicide bombing. How has your life changed in the last 20 years since then?
Well, it might sound banal, but there's a before and after, because before there was the worries that something like that would happen because he was an officer, and as an Israeli officer, he told me when he had some other options in the army, he said, "Dad, I want to lead the force," and he died leading the force. He was in front of that cave, and he just was. His name was on that bullet, I might say, because the terrorist just fired a shot in the dark, literally, and one of the bullets made all the way around his special armor and entered him. And at least I know he didn't suffer much, because he said to his number two, who was beside him, "I got hit," and a few seconds later, he lost consciousness, and Even if it would have happened, a meter in front of the door of the ER, they wouldn't have been able to save him.
To watch full episodes of ILTV's Israel Daily and tons of other content from Israel, visit our website at iltv.tv or download the ILTV Plus app.